6:30 in the morning. We're gonna go burn some Portra 800 on the island of Ischia in Italy.
Out of all the nice people I met and photographed, there were none more jolly and charismatic than my friend in his vintage red Fiat. I saw him as he was leaving the market, heading home for lunch, and after making a few frames, we had a great conversation. When I told him I was from Brooklyn, he mentioned he had 2 children, one in Seattle and one in Miami. I couldn't imagine preferring Seattle or even Miami over this beautiful little island, but hey, the grass is always greener on the other side, as they say.
Prego, di dove sei?
USA, New York City, Brooklyn.
Mio figlio in America.
No way.
Seattle,
Seattle.
Miami.
And Miami, I'm from Florida. Brooklyn, I moved from Florida to New York City.
Sì, sì.
Original from Florida.
2 bimbe, una Seattle, un'altra Miami.
Ah, okay. That's it.
Awesome.
One more. Wow, so good. Oh no. No, very good. 2, 3.
Grazie a te.
Just a casual submarine happening over here. No big deal. Looks like he's about to go barrel straight into the island. All right, so we have this nice island behind me. It's really backlit though, so if I step over here, you'll see that the light gets much, much nicer. What we're gonna do is wait for the sun to set over there so it illuminates this whole island right here in warm light. We have this beautiful bridge leading up to it, so we're gonna get some nice leading lines. In the meantime, we're gonna get some portraits of the people on this island while we're waiting for the sun to kind of get in the right position. So I think that the biggest trait that I think is underappreciated in photography that not too many people talk about is patience. So many people think you just walk up and get the shot and leave, and every time you see a photograph that was just, that just came right in front of me and we just click and, kept it moving. That's totally not how it goes. I'm usually going back day after day to one spot, or just waiting for hours in a spot, or just going and it just completely being crap, and then having to give up on it. It's a lot of frustrating moments, but you kind of push through it, and eventually, if you do that enough, if you kind of have enough persistence, you get those beautiful, magical moments where it all kind of comes together. But patience is really key in photography.
As you wander through Castello Aragonese, it's hard not to be amazed at the medieval structure. As I looked up at the stone walls all around me, I couldn't help but think about the walls people project upon me as well. In business, the rule is to make it as easy as possible for your customers to find you, understand you, and do business with you. While it's true that defining yourself helps, we cannot discount the fact that we're all hyphens with varying interests and skill sets. Don't ever feel like you have to be half of who you are. I take documentary photos and environmental portraits, and sometimes even landscapes. Each of these skill sets helps inform, improve, and feeds off the others to form my style. That style is what makes me different, unique, and valuable to the companies, agencies, nonprofits, and magazines that I work with. I also think about the efforts we go through today to put up walls within our own lives. How often do we have an idea, a project, or photo that we think could be interesting, but when it comes time to tell others about it or send the email, that little voice in our minds says, that will never work. I don't know how they like to be reached out to. If I send this email without a perfect 360-degree context, they'll think I'm an amateur and they'll write me off for life. It's just not true. The people you reach out to are just that. They're people. They'll hear your idea or receive your photo and they'll think it's a good idea, or they won't. Either is okay. It's not your job to be perfect. It's your job to do your best to understand their needs and try to provide value the best way you can. Do that consistently enough, and I promise you'll have a career. As we reached the top of the castle, Nikki and I saw an opportunity to create some fine art photos. We weren't sure whether we'd be kicked out, but decided we wouldn't be the ones to stop ourselves from making something we believed in. In the end, everything turned out great. We made some strong images that we're really proud of. If you're going to receive a no, get out of your own way and let life tell you no. Don't be the wall stopping yourself from having a chance.
Alright guys, so that is Portra 800 Finito. We are probably about to put in another roll of Portra 400 and keep things moving. Okay, so the guy in the first tuk-tuk didn't want his photo taken. I saw one right next to him, so I decided to try that guy. He said yes, we got the shot, so persistence, kids. Guys, a small change of plans. The last ferry